Kokoda Horror Legend. A 30-year-old John's ancestral home was in a small village near London. In that house, there are two doors, one big door and one small door, and each house had a small door open. One of John's uncles lived in the same village at his ancestral home. He went straight to his home address. The big door of the house was closed. When no one came out to knock on it, John entered through the small door in his house, and he shut the door from inside. He met his uncle after entering. Everyone was very happy to see him. They sat in the room inside and started talking. Then the whole village started hearing the bell ringing loudly. So we asked our uncle, why is the bell ringing at this time? And why is village so deserted from now? Then uncle replied, from those time, everyone in village must open doors of their homes. If someone don't do it, then whoever is inside gets a snake bite. He becomes a cobra. And from that day, his countdown starts. And on the 13th day, he dies. On hearing this, John remembered that he had closed that small door on his way. He quickly ran out. Suddenly, the clock tower of village started ringing loudly, which meant it was 7:15 p.m. Suddenly, a very strong wind started blowing, and a lot of mosquitoes started making a lot of noise. With those noises, John's uncle realized that Kokoda had started roaming in the village. John, to hide his mistake, quickly went ahead to open that small door, but by then, it was too late. Outside the door, someone's doorbell rang. Then someone started knocking on the door. The knock made his uncle understand that Kokoda had come. Before John's uncle could do anything, the small door opened. Kokoda cutsed him by biting on his back with wicked teeth. John was having a severe back pain. He checked his back and realized that he had a big bump on his back. John asked everyone about last night. His uncle told them that this house was actually John's father's house. He had left it and shifted to London. Then John called his best friend Alex in a state of tears. Alex heard John's story, and 2 days later, he took a tantric to the village. When he went there and saw John's condition, he started crying. John had wounds all over his body. His back was broken even more. Kokoda was about to kill him. John's uncle told the tantric that Kokoda lives in a village farm near a scarecrow. The tantric started his activities in the farm without delay. He assured him that he would take Kokoda in his control in 2 days. He kept on worshipping day and night, but the wounds of John were only getting worse. The next night, when the tantric called John to the worship place in the field, everyone outside started hearing the sound of the wind, the sound of the gurnets, and the sound of the mosquitoes. And suddenly, the wooden swing in the middle of the field started moving. Then Alex saw Kokoda flying right in front of his car. Alex opened the door and started running away from Kokoda, but Kokoda was stuck behind him like a shadow. In a few moments, John saw that Alex was flying in the air and Kokoda was behind him. Alex's neck cracked as he was watching, and he fell down and died. And Kokoda disappeared from there. Kokoda was very angry now. After next 7 days, he would take John from his house and would throw his dead body on the doors of different houses of village. The people of village wanted to help John, but everyone was watching Kokoda's terror, so no one could do anything even if they wanted to. And then, 13 days were over. The entire village knew that, as per the curse, Kokoda was going to kill John today. That day, the village was more silent than the other Tuesdays. At 7:15, the clock tower of village rang again. The village was filled with the sound of the wind and the sound of the mosquitoes. After a while, the villagers heard the screams of John. John had left this world because of the curse of the Kokoda. Another person of village had lost his life. After some time, once again, the same mistake happened to Sunny, who was living in village. He could not open the door for Kokoda at that time, and he was cursed by Kokoda. But Sunny's wife calls a paranormal investigator and a ghost hunter, Victor, to village. But now let's see who will win Kokofa's curse or Victor's magics. If you guys love it, please do like and subscribe to Fear Chronicles.